Here's how sushi goes from a simple idea to the delicious rolls you love. Let's explore the world of sushi, where rice meets seaweed and every roll tells a story. The first step in making sushi rolls involves getting the pots ready. This means ensuring that the pots used for cooking rice are clean and properly set up. Once the pots are ready, the next step is to soak the rice. Sushi rice needs to be soaked to achieve the right texture and stickiness. Soaking the rice allows it to absorb moisture, which helps it cook evenly. Once the rice are perfectly soaked and settled, the water is drained from the rice, and it is rinsed multiple times. Rinsing the rice is to remove excess starch. This stirrer makes sure the rice gets evenly settled in the pots before cooking. With the pots prepared, the soaked rice is ready to be cooked, so they are placed on the stoves. Cooking sushi rice requires careful attention to timing and temperature. Once the rice is cooked, it is carefully taken out of the pots and placed onto conveyor belts. These belts are designed to move the rice to the next stage of the process, which is stirring the cooked rice a little bit to separate every grain and move to the hopper. Let's watch preparing the rest of the ingredients to make thousands of perfect rolls of sushi. With everything ready, now comes the fun part, assembling the sushi rolls. The machines spread the seasoned rice onto the conveyor belt, while the workers place the meats and veggies on top of the rice as it moves on a conveyor belt. From fresh, crisp vegetables to seaweed and other picked ingredients to enhance the flavors, everything is all lined up for this step. The precise placement of these ingredients is crucial for ensuring that every sushi roll has a balanced flavor and texture. Thanks to the labor that finally made it possible to allow me to show you these beautiful scenes. Finally, the rice and filling are rolled up to make the delicious sushi rolls. This would be all done with the help of these rolling machines, which will perfectly roll out the assembled sushi sheets. Just look at those enormous sushi rolls. Aren't they mouth-watering? This one was a billion times satisfactory adventure that I'm never gonna forget. The workers now cover the sushi rolls with the seaweed sheets and feed the sushi rolls into the machine that slices the big rolls into bite-sized pieces. The ready-to-eat rolls are now all set to get covered inside the special packaging, which seals them to keep them fresh. Now let's set off on a tasty journey of the production of your favorite snack, kimbap. Workers carefully add a mix of spicy sauces to the freshly cooked rice. This blend of flavors gives the kimbap its unique kick. The rice is stirred with precision to make sure every grain is coated with that zesty, spicy goodness. After the rice gets its spicy makeover, the machines spread it evenly, and it is then topped with meat or whatever preferences and other sauces to add crunch and color to each kimbap pack. Each piece is carefully cut to make sure it's just the right size for a perfect bite. The neatly cut kimbap pieces are placed into individual packs. Each pack is sealed tightly to keep the kimbap fresh and flavorful, and that's how your favorite kimbap packs come to your plates. Over 300 million tennis balls are used in games and tournaments around the world. Let's see how rubber is transformed into the iconic green balls. It all starts with the raw materials. To make a tennis ball, the factory needs rubber and felt. Rubber gives the ball its bounce, while felt provides the texture and color. Big rolls of rubber are the foundation of every tennis ball. This rubber is mixed with special ingredients to make it strong and bouncy. Once we have our rubber pieces ready, we need to shape them into tennis balls. To do this, they use metal molds that are designed to give the rubber its spherical shape. These people are so smart, they have first shaped the rubber into a sheet with molds, which will later be cut into smaller chunks. By placing the mold rubber sheet into that amazing machine, they're able to cut the ball halves to easily heat and make them sturdy. One more important thing, they're going to do some finishing by grinding the ball halves to make sure they are even before putting some stiffened glue to secure the halves and make a perfect ball. After the rubber cores have been heated and molded, they need to cool down. This step is crucial because it solidifies the rubber and ensures it keeps its shape. The hot, newly molded balls are taken out of the molds and left to cool. This cooling process helps the balls achieve their final form and ensures they are sturdy enough. The balls are ready for their felt cover. The outer layer of a tennis ball is made from felt. Large sheets of felt are carefully cut into precise shapes. This felt will create the iconic fuzzy cover of the ball. The cutting machines ensure every piece is the right size and shape. The adhesive used must be strong enough to hold the felt in place during intense play while remaining flexible to avoid affecting the ball's bounce. The prepared felt pieces are glued onto the rubber core. This step is done with great care to ensure the felt is evenly distributed and securely attached. These machines are used to stiffen the green wrap onto the balls firmly, so they make sure your tennis balls are worth buying. It's all about precision and care to make sure each ball performs just right on the court. After the rubber cores are all set and covered in felt, the balls go into this super cool pressurized chamber. This chamber is kind of like a mini pressure cooker for tennis balls. It's filled with air, and then that air is pumped into the balls. Without this pressurization, the balls wouldn't bounce correctly. They'd be too flat or too stiff. Basically, it's all about getting that perfect bounce so the balls play just like they're supposed to. Once the balls are pumped up to their ideal pressure, they're sealed in these airtight containers. The containers keep the balls from losing any air before they reach the store or your local tennis court. It's super important because if the balls lost pressure, they wouldn't perform as well. Each step is essential to create a tennis ball that's durable, bouncy, and ready for the game.